In today's video, I'm going to talk to you about how you can make the basketball team as a point guard. Now, I want to make this super clear. Most of my playing career when I was a student, I was a center up until grade 11. Grade 11 was my transition year into being a guard. Then I eventually turned into a point guard and shooting guard because I'm only 6'2", so I'm no longer a center really once you get to the older high school levels. And then I later went down to the States, luckily got a training camp invite for the Erie Bayhawks, which apparently no longer exists in the coming years, so that makes me kind of sad. And then when I went down to the States, I was a point guard, shooting guard combo, so I call that a swing guard, many others call it a swing guard. However, today we're going to be talking about point guards and basically how can a point guard make the team. Now this is going to be all tips that you can use anywhere from like the elementary school age all the way up to college even. So the first word of advice that I'm going to give you is you are essentially the quarterback on the court. You are the extension of the basketball coach, which means that you need to be coachable. If you can be coachable in tryouts, you're going to be successful in getting onto that team many times over and over again. Because let's face it, when you're at the high school, elementary school, or even the college level, there's always going to be that one-star point guard, and then it's going to be the bench. And now sometimes some teams will have multiple really good guards, but are they coachable? Can they go onto the court and relay the message as to what the coach wants you to do on the court? The worst thing that a coach can see is a point guard who is very good says, I feel like running a couple of screen and rolls because I want to get myself some open threes, maybe some assists, maybe some alley-oop dunk. Meanwhile, the other team's running a zone and the coach wants you to run their zone offense, but instead you just say, oh yeah, set me a screen. Things like that don't work. You need to be coachable. And if a coach says to you in the tryouts, hey, I want you to call for a screen on the right side and then really look for that passer or attack that hedging player so that now you can actually potentially pull out a help defender so you can kick it out for a three. If a coach starts saying stuff like that and you don't do it, you're generally not going to be making that team. But if you start doing things like that, you're probably going to make the team. My second tip is if you are a point guard, you're going to be dribbling the ball up the court. We don't want to see you going up the court doing some crazy in and out crossover, killer crossover back and jacking up a shot. What we want to see you do is to run the offense. If you can run the offense, then you are going to be a successful point guard. Because by running the offense, once you get your teammates going, your teammates are going to get you going. This is why players like Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, John Morant, all these players can score 20, 30 points a game. It's not because they keep on calling their own number. It's because they're getting their teammates going, which then allows them to make that pass, make that cut, and then their teammates will say, well, you passed to me, I'll pass back. And now they're getting going themselves. You get your teammates going, they get you going back themselves. Now, don't get me wrong, being able to handle the ball is extremely important. But guess what? If you can handle that ball, break some ankles, but the most important tip is, can you handle the ball under pressure? If you are coming down the court, if you just got the inbounds pass, you turn around and then you say, oh crap, I got two players coming down, double teaming me, they're playing a 2-2-1 zone. Can I handle this? Can I attack this player to potentially open up the middle of the court for a pass so I can get this ball further down court? Now, I played with a very good player when I was in high school. I'm not going to say his name for privacy reasons on this video, but we called him the one-man press break. He could get this ball. Didn't matter if the other team was running a 2-2-1 or anything, a 1-3-1. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if they were running a 1-2-1-1 diamond. He was able to get the ball past half and set up the offense. If you can do that, that's going to be fantastic as well. So what have we gone over so far? You need to be able to handle the ball, but not over-handle it so you can make that pass, but also be coachable. These are some of the most major tips that I can give you, but there's going to be one more that is very important. Being able to shoot the ball. The reason why this one is important is because now, if you're taking that three-point shot and you're able to make it, unlike Ben Simmons, if you're able to make that shot, Now it's going to be stretching that defense out to you, which then in turn allows you to have more passing lanes, because there's nothing worse than sitting out on the three-point line, not able to shoot the three because you know that you're maybe a 20% three-point shooter, and then having the defense literally sag right to the middle of the key. Basically what the Brooklyn Nets are currently doing with Giannis Antetokounmpo. They are allowing him to shoot the three because he's a 20% three-point shooter. And what would you rather have? A 20% three-point shooter out here jacking up a missed shot, or somebody down low who can have maybe a 70 or 60 or 65% chance of getting 2 points? That's a lot better of a chance to score down there than it is out here in that situation. But if you can jack up 40% from here, or 38% like Steph Curry, now you're starting to pull that defense out of the key, which now will allow them to make, or at least force them to guard you. In which case, if you can be quicker than them, you can get past them, draw help side defenders for a kick out pass, you get an assist. Assists are very important for guards, but you can even get to the rim and have really nobody trying to guard you at all unless there's a help defender coming. I hope that these tips help you make the basketball team as a point guard. If it does, hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know down in the comments below how and if you made the team, and I'll see you guys in my next video.